Hello, and welcome to Sleepy Stories. Composers. You've found your way to a quiet corner of the internet, a place where music and history meet, not in loud declarations but in soft reflections. Here, we drift through the lives of composers. We explore their struggles, their triumphs, and the music they left behind. Thank you for being here. If you find comfort in these journeys, I invite you to like this video. And if you'd like to return to more quiet stories of music and memory, you can subscribe. That way, you'll always have a soft place to come back to, a place where you can rest, reflect, and let music carry you into calm. Now, take a slow, gentle breath and allow the rhythm of the words to begin guiding your awareness into a soft, reflective state. Imagine the gentle sway of gondolas in Venice, the city of canals and light, where water laps quietly against stone, and the faint murmur of distant voices drifts on the evening breeze. Let the soft imagery of lanterns glowing over narrow streets, and the delicate reflection of moonlight on the rippling canals, draw your attention gently inward, like a tide of calm. Picture a young boy, his bright hair catching the light as he walks through these quiet streets, a small violin tucked under his arm. His name is Antonio Vivaldi, born in 1678, and even in his earliest days, the music of the city, the whisper of the water, and the gentle sounds of daily life surrounded him like a soft, nurturing presence. Each footstep he takes echoes quietly on cobblestones, each passing sound weaving itself into the threads of memory that will one day emerge in melody. As you imagine these quiet streets, feel your mind beginning to slow, thoughts softening like clouds drifting across a calm sky. There is no hurry here. There is only observation, reflection, and the gentle unfolding of a life that will leave behind music full of color, energy, and intimacy. The story of Vivaldi is not just a story of notes on a page, but of the quiet moments, the tender experiences, and the flowing rhythms of daily life, transformed into sound that continues to resonate centuries later. Picture the small room where a young Antonio first lifts his violin. The strings vibrate softly under his fingers, tentative at first, then more confident, carrying with them the spark of curiosity and the wonder of creation. Let the imagined vibration of those strings echo in your awareness, softening thought and guiding attention into gentle reflection. Each note, delicate and precise, becomes a wave of calm, a rhythm that slows the mind and encourages the body to relax, even as the imagination is alive with music. Venice itself becomes a companion in this story, the water reflecting lanterns, the breeze carrying distant music, the quiet moments between church bells and passing gondolas. All of this, subtle and pervasive, nourishes Vivaldi's growing love for music, shaping a sensitivity to tone, rhythm, and emotional nuance that will define his compositions. Imagine these ambient sounds merging with the imagined resonance of a violin, a soft, steady stream carrying the mind into attentive calm. Through this gentle journey, notice how the body begins to release tension. Muscles soften, the mind eases, and attention drifts with the imagined sounds of strings and flowing water. There is nowhere to be, nothing urgent to hold on to. You are present with the story, floating quietly beside young Antonio, hearing the echoes of a life devoted to music, watching the slow rise of talent, curiosity, and expression. Even as Vivaldi will grow into fame, and even as the bustling energy of Venice and the grandeur of its palaces and churches will surround him, the essence of his life remains rooted in these quiet beginnings. The intimacy of a bow across strings, the subtle vibration of sound, the soft, persistent rhythm of curiosity and practice. Allow yourself to feel that intimacy as your mind drifts, the imagined warmth of candlelight, the faint scent of polished wood and damp stone, the hushed, reflective presence of music unfolding. It is here, in these quiet, reflective moments, that Antonio Vivaldi's story begins. From the small streets and gentle waters of Venice Through the corridors of teaching, performance, and composition, his music will ripple outward, vibrant, intimate, and alive with both energy and tender reflection. As you listen, let the story carry you, softening thought, quieting awareness, and inviting a sense of calm curiosity, a readiness to follow the unfolding journey of a man whose life and music continue to enchant and soothe. And so, with breath softening and attention gently settling, we begin our journey into the life of Antonio Vivaldi. The Red Priest, the violinist, the composer, and the quiet architect of Baroque sound that still ripples softly through the world today. Imagine Venice in the late 17th century, a city of soft light, narrow canals, and quiet reflections. Gondolas drift gently on the water, their oars dipping rhythmically, creating ripples that shimmer under the glow of lanterns. The streets are calm, the murmurs of daily life distant and soft, carrying faint echoes of voices, bells, and instruments. Into this serene and delicate world a child is born. Vivaldi in 1678 to Giovanni Battista Vivaldi, a skilled violinist, and Camilla Caliccio. Picture young Vivaldi walking through the streets with his father, the warmth of morning sun reflecting off the water, the air carrying the faint scent of salt and polished wood. Even as a small boy he is drawn to sound, to the subtle vibrations of strings and the gentle resonance of music in the rooms of their home. Let your mind drift with him, feeling the quiet excitement of discovery, the soft unfolding of curiosity that stirs like a gentle tide through the imagination. Vivaldi's earliest lessons come from his father, the violin guiding the rhythm of his days. Imagine the soft hum of strings, the delicate contact of bow on horsehair, the faint vibration that travels through wood and air, wrapping around him like a warm, invisible blanket. Let these imagined sounds flow through your awareness, slowing thought and encouraging the body to release tension as Vivaldi learns to translate curiosity into sound. From the beginning, Vivaldi shows sensitivity to nuance and a natural affinity for melody. Each note he plays carries intention, though the fingers are small and still learning. Picture his hands hovering over the strings, the bow moving tentatively at first, then with increasing confidence. Each sound is a small revelation, a whisper of talent, shaping not only music, but also the unfolding rhythm of life. Allow this imagined motion to echo gently in your mind, softening the edges of thought, inviting awareness into calm attention. Even in these early years, Venice surrounds Vivaldi with music at every turn. The ringing of church bells, the soft chatter of passers-by, the occasional lute or harpsichord drifting from open windows. All these sounds settle into his consciousness, forming the background of a life that will soon become filled with harmony and composition. Imagine these sounds merging into a gentle stream, flowing around you, carrying away tension, and slowing the heartbeat of thought. Vivaldi's childhood is not only filled with sound, but with observation and reflection. He notices the small details, the shimmer of sunlight on water, the slow arc of a gondola's movement, the hush of a room just before a performance. Each impression becomes a quiet seed of inspiration, a note yet to be written. Let your mind absorb these delicate observations, each one a wave of calm awareness, soft and unhurried. Though ordained as a priest later, earning the nickname the Red Priest for his hair, even these early years are suffused with a sense of duality. Devotion and music, study and imagination, discipline and freedom. Imagine the gentle tension between duty and creativity, and allow it to settle as a soft rhythm in your awareness, a balance between quiet focus and reflective curiosity. In the evenings, picture Vivaldi practicing by candlelight, the flame flickering softly on walls, his small hands moving over the strings with delicate care. The warmth of the room, the subtle scent of wax and wood. the steady hum of a single concentrated focus. All of this forms a cocoon of gentle attention and discovery. Allow yourself to drift into that quiet space where each imagined note carries you softly, unhurried, toward reflection and calm. Even as a child, Vivaldi's music carries the essence of Venice, flowing, luminous, full of energy, yet intimate, vibrant yet tender. Picture the city around him as a partner in his development, each canal, bridge, and quiet piazza echoing the subtle rhythms he will carry into compositions. Let that imagined reflection of light and water settle softly in your mind, a gentle accompaniment to the slow unfolding of Vivaldi's story. Imagine Vivaldi sitting quietly on the steps of a canal, the lapping water reflecting the clouds above, the faint sound of distant voices blending into soft harmonies. He hums a melody to himself, delicate and unassuming, each note a small secret shared with the world. The city hums softly around him, but his mind and heart are attuned to subtler rhythms, the ripple of water, the whisper of wind through trees, the slow arc of a gondola gliding past. Let this gentle attentiveness flow through your own awareness, encouraging calm, soft focus and quiet reflection. The family home is filled with music in unexpected ways. Giovanni Battista's violin sounds through corridors, while neighbors or visiting musicians occasionally play softly, offering inspiration without fanfare. Young Vivaldi listens intently, absorbing tonal colors and rhythms, his mind forming delicate impressions that will bloom into the energy and grace of his later works. Imagine the air itself vibrating softly with anticipation and creativity, the hum of possibility floating through the spaces of your awareness. Everyday life offers quiet inspiration. Observe Vivaldi noticing the merchants opening their stalls, the gentle splash of water against the sides of gondolas, the laughter of children in courtyards, each sound noted by a mind attentive and reflective. Slowly, quietly, these ordinary moments begin to shape the delicate sensibilities that will define his compositions. Each small sound or motion becomes a spark for imagination, a seed for melody, a gentle rhythm that will eventually unfold across concert halls and orchestras. At times, Vivaldi retreats into silence, listening carefully to the absence of sound, to the soft echo of empty streets, the distant tolling of bells, or the hush of a room before practice. In that quiet, he finds inspiration as vivid as any melody, a space where attention drifts without effort, where imagination glides gently across time and place, absorbing the world in measured, delicate reflection. Allow yourself to drift into that stillness, following him as he listens and learns from silence itself, the pause between notes, the gentle weight of reflection settling like a soft blanket over your mind. As the boy grows, he begins to notice more subtle details, the way sunlight filters through window panes, the resonance of a church nave, the faint vibration of strings even when no one plays. These impressions, tender and ephemeral, become the foundation for a musical imagination that is sensitive, expressive, and vivid. Let your mind linger in that quiet attentiveness, letting the awareness of subtle textures, soft reflections, and gentle rhythms fill the spaces of consciousness, easing thought and relaxing the body. And so the young Vivaldi grows, guided by curiosity, nurtured by family, and surrounded by the luminous musical city of Venice. Each day is a step in the quiet shaping of a life that will bloom into music capable of stirring the heart, soothing the mind, and carrying listeners into reflection and calm. Imagine him walking once more through the quiet streets, bow in hand, the water reflecting a sky soft with dusk, and allow that vision to drift through your awareness, slowing thought and settling the mind as we prepare to follow Vivaldi into the next chapter of his journey. As young Vivaldi continues to grow within the quiet, sunlit streets of Venice, his days become increasingly entwined with the gentle rhythms of music. The soft resonance of strings, the muted thrum of harpsichords, and the distant hum of church organs fill the air, each sound sinking quietly into his imagination. Picture him sitting at a small, polished instrument, the bow in his hand trembling slightly at first, then finding a steadiness as he learns to draw out each note with care and intention. Let your awareness settle on this scene, slow and steady, as your mind drifts along with the unfolding music. From an early age, Vivaldi demonstrates an uncanny sensitivity to tone and rhythm. His father, Giovanni Battista, guides him patiently, placing small hands carefully upon the violin and encouraging him to notice the subtle differences in pressure, in movement, in the gentle vibration of each string. Imagine the soft friction of bow against string, the faint tremor of resonance flowing into the surrounding room. Allow the subtle vibrations of these imagined sounds to carry through your awareness, slowing thought and drawing you deeper into calm reflection. The education of Vivaldi is not confined to the lessons at home. Venice itself becomes a vast, immersive classroom. He listens to street musicians, the delicate interplay of voices and instruments drifting from windows, the hush of gondolas gliding across glassy canals. Each encounter shapes his understanding of melody, harmony, and rhythm, and he begins to internalize the natural pulse of life itself as music. Picture the gentle flow of the city's sounds merging into a quiet river, carrying your mind into stillness and attentive ease. As Vivaldi's skills develop, he begins to experiment with composition, sketching small pieces in soft pencil on parchment, tentative yet deliberate. He explores delicate shifts in tone, subtle variations of tempo, and interplay of contrasting moods, discovering how even the smallest nuances can convey emotion. Let your mind wander through these gentle experiments, imagining each note as a drop of water spreading calm across a pond, carrying ease and reflection in its ripples. Music instruction at this time is rigorous, yet Vivaldi's natural curiosity transforms diligence into play. The hours at the instrument pass quietly, almost unnoticed, as his mind floats among the harmonies he discovers. Picture him absorbed in these small exercises, unaware of time, the soft candlelight flickering on polished wood, dust motes drifting lazily in the sunbeams. Allow your own attention to drift softly alongside, settling into a gentle rhythm, a quiet ebb of awareness, just as the young musician loses himself in sound. Beyond technique, Vivaldi begins to learn the expressive power of music, how a single note can whisper sorrow, joy, or reflection. He experiments with dynamics, with the tension and release of phrase, discovering that music can capture feelings words cannot fully express. Imagine each subtle sound brushing gently against the mind, a tender caress that softens thought, slows perception, and encourages a sense of calm, floating attention. In this period, Vivaldi also gains exposure to formal instruction at the Ospedale della Pietà, an institution that nurtures musical talent, particularly among young women. The soft echoes of harpsichords and strings fill the high-ceilinged rooms, a gentle, persistent murmur that accompanies daily life. As he observes and participates, he learns the discipline of performance, the patience of practice, and the subtle interplay of musicians working together in quiet harmony. Imagine the soft layering of sound, the gentle blending of tones, each one carrying a sense of order and serenity into your awareness. With every lesson, every observation, every quiet improvisation, Vivaldi's musical vocabulary expands. He begins to understand how to create tension and release, how to guide an audience through a journey of emotion using only melody and harmony. Picture him tracing his fingers along the curves of the violin, the bow gliding with an almost imperceptible grace as the music begins to form not just in his ears, but in the spaces between thoughts, the quiet crevices of attention where calm and reflection gather. Vivaldi's education is not without moments of self-discovery and wonder. He finds delight in exploring the limits of his instrument, in coaxing unexpected resonance, in experimenting with combinations of tone that evoke the colors and textures of the world around him. Imagine each note as a small light, illuminating a corner of thought, gently dissolving tension, inviting a deepening sense of serenity. By the time Vivaldi reaches adolescence, his talent is undeniable. His hands are nimble, his ear finely tuned, and his imagination vast. He begins composing small works with increasing confidence, each one a reflection of the sensitivity, curiosity, and quiet intensity that will define his music for the rest of his life. Allow yourself to sink into the gentle unfolding of these early compositions, each imagined note a wave of calm washing softly over the mind and spirit. Through these early years, Vivaldi's musical education becomes more than skill acquisition. It is a quiet shaping of character, a deepening awareness of beauty and subtlety, a gentle attunement to the rhythms of life and the textures of sound. The city, the instruments, the mentors, and the quiet moments of reflection all contribute to the gentle formation of an artist whose music will one day carry listeners into calm, reflection, and repose. And so, with bow in hand, parchment ready, and imagination quietly unfolding, Vivaldi steps forward from childhood into the next stage of his journey, prepared to explore the vast possibilities of melody, rhythm, and harmony. Imagine him walking through Venice at dusk, the water still and smooth, the sky soft with fading light, and let that gentle vision carry you alongside him, slowing thought, softening awareness, and preparing you to drift further into the story of his musical life. As Vivaldi enters adulthood, his path leads him to a remarkable institution in Venice, the Ospedale della Pietà, a girls' orphanage renowned for its musical training. Picture the tall, sunlit halls where young women practice instruments in quiet harmony, their movements synchronized, the sound of strings blending softly into the air. Let your breath settle into a slow, gentle rhythm as you imagine stepping alongside Vivaldi, walking down the long corridors, absorbing the soft resonance of practiced notes floating from every room. It is here that Vivaldi is appointed as violin teacher and composer, entrusted with nurturing the talent of these gifted students. Imagine him lifting his bow, drawing out delicate notes, guiding each student with quiet patience. As you visualize this, allow your own breathing to become calm and steady, in and out, soft and unhurried, matching the gentle ebb and flow of music surrounding him. Each day at the Pietà blends instruction with composition. Vivaldi writes concertos and sacred works, inspired both by the abilities of his students and the spiritual atmosphere of the institution. Picture him at a desk, quill in hand, notes forming across parchment, the flicker of candlelight casting warm shadows on the walls. With each imagined note, take a slow, mindful breath, letting it rise gently and fall softly, carrying a sense of calm and focus deep into your awareness. The Pietà influences Vivaldi's style profoundly. Teaching young musicians requires him to consider clarity, precision, and the beauty of every phrase. Picture the soft concentration on each student's face, the delicate pressure of a bow, the subtle release of a key, the quiet satisfaction of sound flowing perfectly from hand to hand. Let these images guide your breath to a relaxed, steady pattern, inhaling with ease, exhaling with gentle release, as the calm of the music spreads softly through your mind. It is within these halls that Vivaldi's compositions take on a distinct voice. Concertos crafted for violin shimmer with energy, yet retain a lyrical, expressive quality suited to the talented students he guides. Sacred music resonates with devotion, yet also carries the warmth of human expression. Picture a quiet chapel, sun streaming through stained glass as the sound of violin and voices rises softly. Let your breath drift with the music, long, gentle, and steady, carrying relaxation with every rise and fall. Vivaldi's students themselves are integral to the music he creates. Their youthful energy and disciplined attention inspire him to explore textures, harmonies, and rhythms with precision and care. Imagine a room filled with the quiet hum of anticipation as students prepare to perform a newly composed concerto. Each note lands softly yet confidently, echoing through the high ceilings. Feel your breath synchronize with this gentle rhythm, inhaling calm, exhaling tension, allowing the music to move through your awareness like a flowing stream. The combination of teaching and composing nurtures a continuous cycle of creativity. Vivaldi writes music to challenge his students, and in doing so, discovers new avenues for expression. Picture the intricate interplay of instruments, the weaving of melody and harmony, the subtle pauses and crescendos. Let each imagined sound guide your breath deeper into calm, a soft inhale as the music swells, a gentle exhale as it settles, carrying quiet reflection with every movement. Even the ordinary routines of the Pietà become infused with music. Meals, quiet study, and daily rituals are punctuated by soft rehearsals, gentle practice, and the occasional performance. Vivaldi listens attentively, absorbing each delicate variation, letting it inform his compositions and teaching. Imagine these small sounds merging into a single, gentle wave of melody, washing over your awareness, slowing thought, softening tension, and encouraging complete relaxation. Through this environment, Vivaldi's creativity flourishes. The constraints of teaching and the demands of composition are balanced by moments of reflection, where he considers tone, phrasing, and emotional depth. Picture him seated quietly, listening to the subtle resonance of strings, the faint echo of a student's voice, the gentle vibrations of wood and air. With each imagined sound, take a slow, full breath, allowing it to carry away any lingering tension, leaving calm and attentive presence in its place. Over time, the Ospedale della Pietà shapes not only Vivaldi's compositions, but also his understanding of music as a bridge between teacher and student, between devotion and artistry, between structure and expression. Picture a gentle crescendo of melody filling the hall, the sound both precise and fluid, flowing effortlessly into every corner of the room. Let your breath rise with the swell, fall with the soft release, grounding you in quiet reflection as you imagine the delicate harmony of teaching, performing, and composing unfolding together. By the end of these formative years at the Pietà, Vivaldi has developed a mastery that will carry into every corner of his life. He has learned to inspire, to guide, and to create music that resonates both intellectually and emotionally. Imagine the soft, lingering notes of a completed concerto fading into silence, a gentle echo that settles like a warm, calming presence within you. Allow your breathing to match this quiet resolution, slow, even, unhurried, carrying you deeper into reflective calm as we prepare to follow Vivaldi into his next chapter. Vivaldi's days at the Ospedale della Pietà are steeped in quiet devotion and careful attention, a world where music and contemplation intertwine. Imagine the sunlight streaming through tall windows, casting gentle golden shafts across polished floors. Dust motes drift lazily, floating in the warm glow, while faint echoes of instruments and voices fill the air. Let your breath lengthen, rising slowly with the imagined shimmer of light and falling softly, releasing tension, allowing a gentle calm to settle deep within. He begins composing for church services, creating sacred works that blend technical mastery with heartfelt expression. Concertos, masses, and vocal compositions emerge from his desk, each note placed with care, each phrase imbued with emotion. Picture the gentle hum of a violin line weaving through the chapel, the soft swell of a choir responding delicately, harmonies rising and falling like a quiet tide. Let your breath follow this ebb and flow, a slow, soothing cycle that encourages relaxation, allowing your mind and body to soften. In these compositions, Vivaldi explores contrasts of light and shadow. Some passages are solemn, contemplative, filled with minor chords and subtle harmonic shifts, inviting reflection. Others glow with bright, radiant energy, celebrating devotion and the joyous beauty of sound. Picture a soft crescendo lifting gently, voices and strings ascending together, filling the space with warmth. Let your inhalation mirror this rise, exhaling slowly as the sound settles into quiet resonance, carrying calm throughout your awareness. The young musicians at the Pietà are central to Vivaldi's creative vision. Their disciplined practice, attentive listening, and responsive energy allow him to experiment with textures and phrasing in ways impossible elsewhere. Imagine them playing, their bows moving in perfect synchrony, fingers tracing delicate patterns across strings. Allow your own breath to match the gentle rhythm of these imagined movements, slow and unhurried, in harmony with the music, carrying a sense of grounded calm into every part of your body. Vivaldi carefully balances complexity and clarity. Even in intricate counterpoint, the music never feels rushed or overwhelming. Instead, it unfolds with steady elegance, inviting quiet contemplation. Imagine a chorus of voices layering softly over strings, each note distinct yet part of a harmonious whole. Let your breath mirror this unfolding, expanding with the rising melody, releasing gently as it resolves, the calm resonance washing through your mind like a gentle stream. Every rehearsal and performance at the Pietà offers moments of meditation. Vivaldi listens intently, adjusting phrasing, guiding dynamics, encouraging subtle expressive gestures. Imagine him moving quietly among the students, a soft word of instruction, a gentle nod, the music flowing around him like a living current. Let your breathing follow this measured rhythm, inhaling as attention is given, exhaling as the phrase flows naturally, carrying relaxation into every thought, every muscle. His sacred music often incorporates programmatic hints, small gestures evoking nature, hope, or solemnity. A rising scale may suggest morning light spilling into the chapel. A delicate trill might reflect the sparkle of candle flames. A tender minor passage could convey introspection. Picture these images softly in your mind's eye. With each, allow your breath to rise with the imagined ascent, fall with the gentle resolution, like waves caressing a quiet shore, soothing the mind, settling tension, and inviting calm reflection. The atmosphere of the Pietà itself informs Vivaldi's music. The soft shuffle of footsteps, the gentle clatter of music stands, the whispered instructions of teachers, all create a living, breathing soundscape that shapes his compositions. Imagine these subtle rhythms merging with the rich harmonies of his sacred works. Let your own breath synchronize, slow and gentle, a soft wave of awareness that carries relaxation deep into your awareness. Vivaldi also begins to experiment with contrasts of intimacy and grandeur. Some passages are delicate, featuring a single violin or a few voices, their subtlety drawing the listener inward. Others fill the space with sweeping textures, vibrant energy, and resonant chords, creating a sense of expansiveness. Picture these shifts in your mind. Let your inhalation expand as the music swells. Exhale slowly as it fades, allowing the ebb and flow to guide your awareness into deeper calm. Even the ordinary rhythms of daily life at the Pietà are suffused with music. Meals, study, and simple movements carry gentle echoes of song and practice. Imagine the faint shuffle of students' feet, the soft tapping of keys, the delicate vibration of strings. Let these imagined sounds merge with your breathing. Soft, unhurried, each inhale carrying calm, each exhale releasing tension. weaving the music and your awareness into a unified, soothing presence. Through sacred composition, Vivaldi honors both technical skill and emotional insight. He learns to guide listeners gently, drawing attention to subtle details, while also creating a sense of overall flow and purpose. Picture a final chord lingering softly in the air, its resonance gradually fading, yet leaving a quiet warmth that seems to settle around the listener. Let your own breath follow the imagined chord, slow and even, carrying tranquility deep into your awareness. Vivaldi's music becomes a quiet dialogue, connecting hearts and minds through gentle resonance. Each phrase is a bridge between structure and emotion, intellect and intuition. Imagine a soft echo of violins, answered by a chorus of young voices, the sound floating through a sunlit hall, each note carrying calm and reflection. Let your breath rise with the melody and fall with its resolution, a steady, unhurried rhythm that guides your mind into quiet serenity. Even moments of personal struggle and exhaustion do not diminish his devotion. Vivaldi persists with patient, meditative attention, finding inspiration in the smallest details of sound and rhythm. Imagine him seated quietly, listening, correcting, composing, absorbing the soft vibrations that fill the chapel. Allow your breath to mirror this deliberate focus. Long, gentle inhales, slow, unforced exhales, each cycle grounding you in calm awareness. His sacred music also teaches patience, mindfulness, and empathy, guiding students through complex passages, shaping dynamic nuances, nurturing expression, all reinforce a sense of quiet reflection and attentive care. Picture him standing at the center of a hall, bows moving, voices rising softly, each sound precisely placed. Let your breath follow this imagined scene, slow and rhythmic, expanding with each phrase, releasing with each resolution, bringing your body and mind into a soft, receptive calm. Over time, these experiences shape Vivaldi's compositional voice, combining Baroque clarity with delicate lyricism and expressive intimacy. Picture a tapestry of sound, strings, and voices interweaving in quiet elegance, creating a living, breathing music that seems both intricate and natural. Let your awareness drift with the imagined textures, your breathing slow and steady, carrying each note, each phrase into a calm, reflective state. By the end of this period, Vivaldi has cultivated a profound understanding of music's emotional and spiritual power. Each mass, each concerto, each sacred piece is a quiet meditation, a gentle reflection on life's beauty and fragility. Imagine the soft, lingering resonance of his final chord in a chapel, sunlight spilling across polished wood, the music settling like a warm, comforting presence. Allow your breath to rise and fall gently with this imagery, slow, unhurried, carrying a sense of calm and reflective peace deep into your awareness, preparing you for the next stage of Vivaldi's remarkable journey. As Vivaldi's time at the Ospedale della Pietà continues, his reputation slowly begins to spread beyond the walls of the orphanage. The music he composes for the chapel, for the students, for the quiet rehearsals and performances, begins to carry itself out into the streets of Venice. Imagine a soft morning light glinting off the canals, gondolas gliding silently, their reflections shimmering in gentle ripples. Let your breath follow the imagined flow of the canals, slow, steady, rising softly and falling gently, carrying a sense of calm into your awareness, a soothing wave that moves from your chest down to the tips of your fingers and toes. Word of his compositions reaches aristocratic families, music lovers, and patrons of the arts. Invitations arrive for private performances, for festivals, for celebrations in palaces. Picture a small, candle-lit hall filled with soft murmurs, the air perfumed with a faint scent of flowers and wax, the gentle anticipation of listeners who know they are about to experience something rare and tender. Allow your breathing to mirror this gentle anticipation. Slow, deep inhalations, soft, unhurried exhalations, a rhythm that draws you deeper into the calm of the imagined scene. The soft rise and fall of air syncing with the imagined swell and release of music. Vivaldi's music begins to embody both the vitality of Baroque energy and a delicate, intimate expressiveness. As he composes for patrons, he carefully considers the balance of technical brilliance and emotional resonance. Imagine the soft gleam of a violin, the subtle resonance of strings, the delicate layering of harmonies, each note floating like a gentle current in a quiet stream. Let your breath synchronize with the imagined music, inhaling softly as the melody rises, exhaling slowly as it settles, carrying serenity throughout your body and mind. Traveling to perform for patrons across Venice and nearby cities, he discovers the nuances of performing for different audiences. Some halls are vast, echoing with reverence, while others are small, intimate rooms where every note resonates softly against polished walls. Picture these spaces, filled with anticipation and subtle energy. Allow your breathing to match the imagined movement of sound. Long, gentle inhalations as music fills the room, slow, relaxing exhalations as it fades, leaving warmth and calm in its wake. Vivaldi's virtuosic violin writing becomes a hallmark of his rising fame. The intricate passages, the playful runs, the soaring melodies, all display his technical mastery while maintaining a lyrical, almost tender quality. Picture him bowing across the strings, fingers dancing delicately, producing a sound that seems to shimmer in the air. Let your breath rise with each imagined ascent of the melody. Settle gently with each resolution, a soothing rhythm that carries relaxation and attentiveness into your body and mind. His growing reputation attracts the attention of influential patrons who provide both financial support and encouragement. Imagine a quiet meeting in a Venetian palazzo. The air filled with expectation and admiration, the soft flicker of candlelight illuminating attentive faces. Vivaldi listens carefully, responding with humility and gentle poise, the music in his mind always flowing, always ready to bridge the space between heart and ear. Let your breath follow this subtle exchange, slow, deliberate, calming, each inhale expanding serenity, each exhale releasing any lingering tension. Through these engagements, he learns the subtle art of adapting his compositions for different occasions. Festivals require grandeur, public celebrations demand energy, private salons invite intimacy. Picture him considering each note with careful attention, the sound rising and falling like gentle waves, each phrase shaped to convey emotion and elegance. Allow your breathing to mirror this unfolding, slow and rhythmic, each inhale gathering calm, each exhale releasing, carrying you gently into reflective relaxation. Vivaldi also discovers the joy of collaboration during this period. Musicians, singers, and fellow composers provide feedback, share ideas, and inspire new directions in his compositions. Imagine the quiet energy of a rehearsal room, strings humming softly, voices intertwining, subtle laughter and conversation blending with the music. Let your breath flow with this gentle rhythm, rising with the soft pulse of sound, falling with the quiet resolution, a calm wave of presence and ease. The influence of patrons allows Vivaldi to experiment with larger forms and more ambitious works. Concertos become vivid narratives, sacred music resonates with new depth, and operas begin to take shape with drama and elegance. Picture a concerto filled with soaring violin lines, punctuated by soft orchestral harmonies, each note carrying both vitality and tender reflection. Let your inhalation expand with each imagined phrase, your exhalation release softly as the melody unfolds, carrying a sense of calm attentiveness through your awareness. Even amid growing recognition, Vivaldi remains attentive to subtlety and nuance. He values clarity of expression, ensuring that every note, every pause, every phrase conveys feeling with honesty and precision. Imagine a soft crescendo, a gentle diminuendo, voices and instruments moving like a wave across a serene sea. Let your breath follow this imagined current, slow, even, gentle, each cycle grounding your body and mind in reflective calm. His public and private performances reveal the delicate balance between technical mastery and intimate expressiveness. Audiences are captivated by the energy of his playing and the tender emotion carried in every phrase. Picture the soft shimmer of strings, the subtle vibrato of a voice, the gentle echo in a grand hall, each sound drawing listeners into a quiet reverie. Let your breathing mirror this resonance, rising softly with the music, settling gently with each resolution, a rhythm of serene presence and quiet reflection. Through his experiences with patrons, Vivaldi also learns the importance of adaptability. He tailors compositions for different performers, different instruments, and different occasions, always balancing complexity with clarity, energy with tenderness. Picture him instructing a young violinist, correcting posture or phrasing with gentle guidance, the music flowing uninterrupted, delicate and steady. Allow your breath to follow this calm guidance, slow, measured and steady, each inhale expanding calm, each exhale releasing tension, carrying you into quiet attentiveness. During this period, his fame spreads beyond Venice. Letters and invitations arrive from other cities, extending the reach of his music, even as he maintains his deep commitment to the Pietà. Imagine a distant performance, the soft echo of a final chord lingering in a sunlit hall, leaving warmth and quiet resonance in every corner. Let your breathing mirror the ebb and flow of this imagined sound, soft, unhurried, carrying a sense of serenity throughout your awareness. Vivaldi's rising fame also provides opportunities to mentor young musicians. He encourages them to develop technical skill, to explore emotional depth, and to find their own voice within the rich traditions of Baroque music. Picture him moving among students, offering gentle corrections and subtle guidance, the music flowing around him like a living, breathing presence. Let your breath expand and settle in harmony with this imagined scene, slow and steady, carrying calm and focus into every part of your body and mind. The energy of his music, the devotion of his students, and the support of his patrons together shape the next stage of his career. Each performance, each composition, each gentle rehearsal becomes a meditation in sound, a reflection of both artistry and quiet contemplation. Imagine the soft ripple of strings, the subtle layering of voices, the tender resonance of each note filling a sunlit hall. Allow your breath to rise and fall with the imagined phrases, a slow, rhythmic tide that carries both body and mind into reflective calm. By the end of this period, Vivaldi has transformed from a local teacher and composer into a recognized figure in Venice and beyond. His music resonates with vitality, lyricism, and delicate emotional depth, capturing both the grandeur of public celebration and the intimacy of private reflection. Imagine the echo of his compositions, lingering softly in the air, every note a thread connecting musician, listener, and space in a shared experience of gentle beauty. Let your breath follow this resonance, soft, deep, steady, carrying the quiet energy of Vivaldi's rising fame into your awareness, preparing you for the next stage of his remarkable journey. As the accolades continue, he remains humble, attentive to the nuances of music, the subtleties of expression, the quiet emotional power that flows through each phrase. Picture a slow, reflective evening at the Pietà, the soft hum of the canals outside, candlelight flickering across polished instruments, each note a quiet meditation on life, artistry, and connection. Let your breath rise and fall with this scene. Slow, deliberate, gentle, carrying calm, attentive presence and immersive relaxation into every part of your body and mind. The stage is set for the next phases of his journey: operas, the Four Seasons, and performances that will echo far beyond Venice. His music carries both vigor and introspection, and as the world listens, his compositions become bridges between performers and audience, between past and future, between the quiet of the heart and the energy of imagination. Imagine this bridge stretching softly across canals and halls, notes floating like gentle mist, wrapping everything in calm, steady presence. Let your breath follow this imagined bridge, slow and rhythmic, each cycle deepening the stillness and reflective immersion of your awareness. As Vivaldi's reputation grows across Venice, he begins to turn his attention to the world of theatre. The city's vibrant, operatic culture offers a stage for his imagination to flourish, a place where music can tell stories as vivid and intricate as the canals that wind through the city. Imagine the soft flicker of candlelight illuminating the ornate interiors of Venetian theatres, the quiet anticipation of an audience waiting for the performance to begin. Let your breath settle into this imagined scene. A slow inhale as the curtain rises in your mind, a gentle exhale as the first note floats into the air, carrying calm and focus into your awareness. Vivaldi's operas combine drama, melody, and Baroque expression, each work carefully crafted to capture the emotion and energy of the narrative. Picture a scene unfolding on stage, a gentle aria rising from the soloist, delicate ornamentation tracing each phrase, strings and winds weaving around the voice like a tender embrace. Let your breathing align with the flow of the music, rising with the melody, falling softly with each resolution, a gentle rhythm that encourages relaxation and attention simultaneously. He learns to balance the technical brilliance demanded by virtuoso performers with the expressive demands of storytelling. Every trill, every rapid flourish of the violin, every harmonic shift is designed not merely to impress, but to convey feeling. Imagine the soft sparkle of strings punctuating a dramatic moment, the delicate layering of woodwinds adding color to a tender aria. Allow your breath to mirror these imagined sounds. Long, smooth inhalations as the melody climbs, slow exhalations as it resolves into calm, each cycle guiding you into a quiet, reflective space. The operas also provide a space for Vivaldi to explore contrasts of emotion. Joy, sorrow, longing, and triumph flow seamlessly through the score, each carefully measured, each phrase designed to touch the listener's heart. Picture a quiet lament, the singer's voice trembling slightly over a gentle accompaniment, each note imbued with longing and tenderness. Let your breath rise gently with the tension, fall softly as it resolves, carrying the imagined emotions into your awareness without strain, creating a gentle wave of reflective calm. Vivaldi's theatrical music requires careful attention to timing, phrasing, and pacing. Imagine the soft rustle of the orchestra preparing, the quiet footsteps of performers taking position, the gentle hush of the audience. Let your inhalation expand with the anticipation of the scene, exhaling slowly as the imagined music begins, each breath aligning with the rhythm of unfolding drama, carrying both calm and focus into your body. In the process of composing for theatres, he discovers subtle ways to guide the listener's emotions. A pause, a lingering chord, a shift in tempo. These small gestures shape the narrative, creating tension and release, intimacy and grandeur. Picture the delicate interplay of strings and voice, each phrase carefully placed, resonating in a way that draws the audience inward. Let your breath follow this flow, gentle and unhurried, a soft, reflective rhythm that encourages deep presence and relaxation. Vivaldi's operas are also an opportunity to collaborate with talented singers and musicians. He guides them with patience and care, helping each performer discover the nuances of expression that bring the story to life. Imagine him leaning close, offering a soft suggestion, a gentle correction, the music flowing effortlessly around his guidance. allow your breath to mirror this gentle attention. A calm, even rise with inhalation, a soft, steady exhalation with resolution, carrying both presence and serenity into your mind. As the stories unfold on stage, Vivaldi's music often mirrors the imagery of life itself. Joyful scenes sparkle with light, dramatic moments thrum with intensity, and intimate interactions breathe with delicate subtlety. Picture a quiet moment where a single voice sings over the gentle accompaniment of a solo violin, the notes hovering softly in the air. Let your breathing match this delicate interplay, softening and expanding, rising with tension, releasing with calm, each cycle bringing your awareness into a state of peaceful attentiveness. The operatic process also encourages improvisation within structure. Vivaldi allows performers to explore expressive choices, ornamentation, and phrasing, creating moments of spontaneous beauty. Imagine a singer extending a note just slightly longer, a violinist adding a gentle flourish, the subtle deviations adding depth and richness. Allow your breath to rise gently with these imagined variations, exhaling slowly as they resolve, creating a gentle rhythm of calm curiosity and receptive awareness. Vivaldi's compositions for the theatre are infused with energy and vitality, yet always tempered with emotional depth. Even rapid passages or energetic dances maintain a sense of elegance and clarity, never rushed, never chaotic. Picture the graceful movement of dancers on stage, the soft shimmer of instruments punctuating each step, the audience leaning into the gentle cadence of sound. Let your breathing flow in harmony with these imagined movements, inhaling softly with energy, exhaling slowly into calm, each cycle a gentle wave of presence. Through these operas, Vivaldi also learns the power of narrative through music alone. No words are needed to convey longing, joy, sorrow, or triumph. Each note, each gesture, each pause carries meaning. Imagine the soft echo of a final chord lingering in the theatre, leaving a quiet warmth that fills the space long after the performance ends. Allow your breath to rise with the imagined resonance, fall softly with release, carrying serenity deep into your awareness. Even the backstage preparation contributes to his understanding of pacing, dynamics, and expression. Picture the quiet conversations, the soft tuning of instruments, the gentle shuffle of music sheets, the anticipation of performers awaiting their cue. Let your breath follow these small movements, slow, deliberate, calming. Each cycle of inhalation and exhalation deepening your relaxation as you imagine the intricate world of Vivaldi's operatic creations. As his operas gain popularity, Vivaldi also encounters challenges of changing tastes and artistic expectations. Yet, his dedication to expressive clarity and emotional authenticity allows him to navigate these pressures with grace. Imagine a soft applause at the end of a successful performance, the gentle murmur of appreciation from an attentive audience, the warmth of music lingering in the air. Allow your breath to rise with the imagined excitement, fall slowly into calm, carrying a gentle sense of satisfaction and reflective presence. Through these experiences, Vivaldi's operatic music continues to evolve, blending Baroque precision with expressive lyricism, technical mastery with tender storytelling. Picture a final scene in a quiet Venetian theatre, the music ebbing and flowing, voices and instruments combining in perfect harmony. Let your breath match the rhythm of this imagined performance, slow, unhurried, gentle, each inhale expanding awareness, each exhale releasing tension, creating a serene connection to the beauty of the imagined music. Even after leaving the stage, the emotional and technical lessons of opera remain with him, informing his later works, including concertos, sacred music, and teaching. Picture a quiet moment after the curtain falls, the gentle hush of the empty theatre, the fading echo of strings and voice settling softly into the space. Let your breathing follow this quiet reflection, a calm, deep rhythm, each inhalation gathering gentle presence, each exhalation releasing tension, grounding you in a state of reflective ease. Through his operatic endeavors, Vivaldi demonstrates a remarkable ability to merge technical brilliance, emotional depth, and storytelling. Each composition becomes a meditation, an exploration of human experience conveyed through sound. Imagine the subtle interplay of melody and harmony, the gentle rise and fall of rhythm, the delicate texture of each phrase. Let your breath rise and fall with these imagined sounds, soft, unhurried, carrying calm and attention deep into your awareness, preparing you for the next stage of his musical journey. By the time Vivaldi turns his attention to the creation of the Four Seasons, his musical vision has matured, shaped by years of teaching, performing, and composing for both sacred and theatrical settings. Imagine a soft Venetian morning, sunlight glinting off the rippling canals, the gentle murmur of gondolas and distant bells blending into a calm, quiet symphony. Let your breath rise slowly with this imagined shimmer of light, and exhale gently, releasing tension, allowing a wave of relaxed focus to settle across your mind and body. The Four Seasons are unlike anything he has composed before. Each concerto becomes a vivid depiction of nature, capturing the subtle rhythms and moods of the seasons with astonishing clarity and imagination. Picture spring emerging gently from winter's quiet retreat, the soft trill of birds in the trees, the delicate patter of rain, the gentle rustle of leaves. Let your breathing match these soft, natural rhythms. Inhale slowly as the imagined melody rises. Exhale gently as it settles, letting calm and relaxation flow with the imagined sounds. In summer, he paints warmth and intensity through music. Imagine a sun-drenched day, the air heavy with humidity, distant thunder rumbling softly, and the gentle flow of a river glimmering under light. Vivaldi translates this into music with energetic strings, tender yet dynamic violin lines, and subtle harmonic tension. Allow your breath to expand gently with the imagined swells of energy. Exhale slowly as the music softens, carrying a sense of quiet excitement and reflective calm throughout your body. Autumn brings a more contemplative mood, a quiet melancholy intertwined with celebration. Picture the soft golden glow of falling leaves, the rustle of branches in a gentle breeze, the distant laughter of a harvest festival. The music captures both joy and reflection, tenderly balancing the exuberance of nature with its fleeting impermanence. Let your breathing flow with the imagined melody, soft, steady, unhurried, each cycle allowing your mind to drift deeper into serenity, your body settling further into a state of calm presence. Winter arrives with hushed elegance, a crystalline stillness wrapped in subtle tension. Imagine a quiet snow-covered landscape, the soft crunch of footsteps on frozen paths, the distant glimmer of sunlight reflected on ice. Vivaldi's music conveys both the starkness and the delicate beauty of this season through gentle but precise instrumentation, icy harmonies, and carefully placed silences. Let your breath synchronize with the imagined landscape. A slow inhale gathering stillness, a soft exhale releasing, carrying your awareness into reflective, peaceful calm. Beyond the Four Seasons, Vivaldi composes numerous virtuosic concertos, each an exploration of technical brilliance, expressive nuance, and imaginative storytelling. Picture the intricate interplay of violins, flutes, and strings, each instrument a voice in a carefully woven conversation. Let your breathing mirror the ebb and flow of these imagined musical lines. Long, steady inhalations as melodies rise, slow, unhurried exhalations as they resolve, grounding you in a calm, reflective presence. Vivaldi's concertos often contain programmatic elements, subtle storytelling conveyed entirely through music. Imagine a storm approaching in one movement, soft tremolos of strings depicting wind, rapid arpeggios reflecting falling rain. the tense pause of a chord representing the brief calm before the downpour. Let your breath follow this musical narrative, inhaling with rising tension, exhaling gently as the storm passes, each cycle carrying calm, presence, and attentive reflection into your mind and body. He also explores contrasting textures and dynamic ranges, carefully balancing energetic passages with moments of stillness. Imagine the gentle resonance of a solo violin, the tender response of accompanying instruments, the way each phrase seems to breathe naturally, ebbing and flowing like a quiet river. Allow your breathing to synchronize with this imagined movement. A slow rise as energy builds, a soft fall as it relaxes, each breath guiding you deeper into calm awareness. The Four Seasons and other virtuosic concertos also highlight Vivaldi's understanding of human emotion and the subtleties of expression. He translates joy, tension, melancholy, and exuberance into musical language, guiding listeners through a delicate landscape of feeling. Picture the soft swell of strings conveying longing, the gentle trill of a violin line reflecting hope, the tender layering of harmonies evoking introspection. Let your breath follow these emotional currents, slow, deep, and unhurried, each cycle carrying relaxation, focus, and a gentle, hypnotic awareness. Vivaldi's compositional process is meticulous, blending imagination with precise technique. Imagine him at his desk, quill poised above manuscript paper, notes flowing carefully from his mind to page, every phrase considered and refined. Allow your breath to rise with the creativity of this imagined process. Fall slowly with each imagined resolution, the rhythm of inhalation and exhalation grounding your attention in a calm, reflective state. These concertos also reflect Vivaldi's deep connection to the natural world. Birds, storms, rivers, and seasons are transformed into musical gestures, vivid yet delicate, conveying both realism and emotional resonance. Imagine a soft bird call echoed in strings, a gentle breeze represented by flowing scales, a sun-dappled landscape captured through sparkling harmonies. Let your breathing align with these imagined scenes, slow and expansive with ascent, soft and grounding with resolution. A gentle guide into immersive, reflective calm. The audience experiences these works as more than just music. They become a journey, a reflection, a meditation. Picture listeners leaning back, eyes closed, absorbing the intricate textures, subtle dynamics, and expressive storytelling. Let your breath mirror this experience. Long, deep, and relaxed, inhaling curiosity and presence, exhaling tension and distraction, allowing your mind and body to be fully immersed in the gentle flow of sound. Even within technically challenging passages, Vivaldi maintains clarity and balance. Picture the rapid violin runs, perfectly articulated, each note precise yet flowing, like water over smooth stones. Let your breath rise with the motion, settle gently as the line resolves, a rhythm of calm attentiveness and gentle focus. The Four Seasons in particular becomes a defining work, demonstrating Vivaldi's mastery of melody, rhythm, and emotional expression. Imagine the gentle contrast between bright, jubilant passages and soft, reflective moments, the music unfolding like a living, breathing story of nature and humanity. Allow your breath to synchronize with this flow. Slow inhalations as the music rises, soft exhalations as it resolves, a soothing cycle guiding your awareness into deep, reflective calm. Through these concertos, Vivaldi's legacy extends beyond his immediate audiences, influencing musicians and composers for generations to come. Picture young performers studying his manuscripts, bowing over strings, fingers tracing the intricate lines of melody, their breath rising and falling with the natural flow of the music. Let your breath mirror theirs, gentle, unhurried, carrying both presence and relaxation, connecting you to the enduring vitality of the music. Even as his music spreads, Vivaldi remains deeply attuned to its intimate qualities. Every phrase is measured, every pause considered, each note carrying both technical precision and emotional resonance. Imagine the soft reverberation of a concert hall, the lingering echo of strings and violins, the delicate balance of melody and harmony settling into space. Allow your breath to follow this gentle rhythm, inhaling presence and calm, exhaling tension and distraction, fully immersing yourself in the quiet, reflective beauty of the music. Through the Four Seasons and other virtuoso works, Vivaldi captures both the grandeur and the intimacy of experience. Each concerto becomes a world unto itself, a quiet reflection of nature, emotion, and human imagination. Picture the rising sun over a Venetian canal, the soft ripple of water, the shimmer of light on strings, the gentle swell of music lifting and falling. Let your breathing rise with the imagined motion, fall slowly with the resolution, each cycle carrying serenity, calm, and presence deep into your awareness. By the end of this period, Vivaldi has created works that are both technically brilliant and emotionally profound. The Four Seasons stands as a testament to his genius, a bridge between the natural world and human expression, a gentle, immersive journey for performers and listeners alike. Imagine the final chord of a performance lingering softly, the resonance fading into quiet, leaving warmth and calm in its wake. Let your breath rise and fall with this imagined conclusion, slow, gentle, unhurried, a cycle that guides your body and mind into deep, reflective stillness, ready for the next stage of Vivaldi's remarkable journey. As Vivaldi's reputation grows through Venice and beyond, invitations to perform and compose for distant cities begin to arrive. Imagine a gentle morning as he boards a gondola, the soft lapping of water against the hull, the mist rising from the canals, sunlight diffusing through the haze. Let your breath rise slowly with this imagined movement, expanding gently as you inhale and exhale softly, letting a wave of calm sweep through your body, guiding you into the relaxed anticipation of a journey. Traveling to Vienna, Rome, and other European cities, he encounters new audiences, new styles, and new inspirations. Picture the subtle differences in architecture, the hushed reverence of cathedrals, the cozy intimacy of private salons. Each city offers fresh textures, colors, and sounds. Allow your breathing to follow the imagined scenery, inhaling gently as you take in the richness of the environment, exhaling softly as the atmosphere settles into your awareness, carrying serenity throughout your body. In Vienna, he is greeted by musicians and patrons eager to hear his work. Imagine a small, elegantly decorated hall, polished wood reflecting candlelight, the gentle rustle of silk gowns, and the subtle shuffle of attentive feet. Vivaldi's compositions float through the room, delicate yet vivid, precise yet emotionally expressive. Let your breath mirror the rise and fall of the imagined music, long, smooth inhalations as the melody ascends, soft, unhurried exhalations as it resolves, embedding a sense of calm and presence into your awareness. Traveling and interacting with diverse musicians and patrons, Vivaldi absorbs new ideas while maintaining his own unique style. Picture him listening carefully to local performers, observing techniques, subtle variations, and interpretations. Allow your breath to rise gently with this attentive observation. Fall softly with resolution, each cycle creating a steady rhythm of calm focus and receptive presence. In Rome, the grandeur of sacred music impresses him, inspiring compositions that blend Baroque vitality with expressive clarity. Imagine the quiet echo of a cathedral, the soft glow of morning light through stained glass, and the delicate layering of voices and instruments resonating in the stillness. Let your breathing synchronize with this imagined resonance. Inhale slowly as sound rises, exhale gently as it settles, a soothing rhythm that carries both mind and body into reflective calm. Vivaldi's interactions with patrons across Europe shape both his compositions and his understanding of musical culture. Imagine intimate meetings in elegant salons, letters exchanged with distant admirers, and the quiet joy of collaboration with fellow musicians. Allow your breath to rise and fall with this imagined flow, slow and steady, carrying presence, calm, and gentle attention throughout your awareness. The travels also deepen his understanding of performance, allowing him to tailor compositions to the unique qualities of different instruments and ensembles. Picture a rehearsal room in a distant city, soft sunlight filtering through tall windows, instruments carefully tuned, musicians poised with anticipation. Let your breath follow the imagined scene. Slow inhalations as the music begins, soft exhalations as phrases settle, embedding relaxation and attentive presence in every part of your body. Vivaldi's influence spreads as he teaches, composes, and performs. Musicians across Europe begin to study his work, adopting his techniques, exploring his melodies, and sharing his expressive style. Imagine students in distant cities tracing intricate violin lines, fingers moving gently across strings, breath rising and falling in harmony with the music. Let your own breathing mirror this imagined movement. Calm, steady, gentle. A rhythm of presence and quiet reflection. Even amid travel and acclaim, he maintains a quiet connection to the Ospedale della Pietà and the students who shaped his early career. Picture him returning briefly to the familiar halls, the soft echo of practiced violins, the gentle murmur of rehearsing voices, the warmth of young musicians learning to express themselves. Allow your breath to rise and fall with the imagined melody, each cycle guiding calm focus and gentle presence deeper into your awareness. Through these journeys, Vivaldi influences the broader Baroque style and begins shaping early classical sensibilities. Imagine the delicate interweaving of melody and harmony, the subtle dynamics that bring music to life, and the inventive textures that inspire both contemporaries and generations to come. Let your breathing flow with this imagined artistry. Slow, deep, unhurried, each inhale expanding awareness, each exhale releasing tension, carrying serenity and attentive focus throughout your body. His experiences traveling and engaging with new audiences also inspire experimentation in form and expression. Picture a concerto evolving, instruments weaving a gentle conversation, passages alternating between energetic brilliance and reflective calm. Let your breath rise gently as energy flows, fall slowly as calm returns, a cycle of relaxation and presence that mirrors the music's expressive range. Vivaldi's European travels allow him to witness the intimate relationship between performer, composer, and audience. Imagine the quiet anticipation before a performance, the subtle tension in a musician's hand, the soft resonance of the first note filling a hall, the attentive stillness of the audience. Let your breathing mirror this rhythm, gentle, slow, steady. Each cycle carrying relaxation, focus, and immersive presence into your mind and body. In every city he absorbs nuances of local musical traditions while contributing his own distinct voice. Picture a quiet evening in a Roman salon, delicate harpsichord lines blending with strings, his compositions reflecting the lively vitality and tender lyricism of his experiences. Allow your breath to rise with the imagined vibrancy. Settle gently as the phrase resolves, embedding a sense of calm and attentive reflection throughout your awareness. Even amidst fame and travel, he encounters challenges, shifting tastes, political pressures, and financial instability. Yet he remains steadfast, letting the music guide him. Picture a quiet rehearsal late in the evening, candles flickering softly, the warm resonance of strings filling the room, every note a meditation of focus and calm. Let your breathing synchronize with this imagined flow, long, unhurried inhalations, soft exhalations, each cycle grounding you in presence and serene awareness. Through these years of travel, performance, and influence, Vivaldi contributes profoundly to European music. His innovative techniques, vivid programmatic writing, and emotional expressiveness ripple across borders, inspiring both performers and audiences. Imagine the gentle echo of his compositions in distant cities, the lingering warmth of sound, the quiet joy of shared musical understanding. Allow your breath to rise gently with imagined resonance. Fall softly with each phrase, carrying calm, presence, and reflective serenity deep into your body and mind. By the end of his travels, Vivaldi has become a bridge between Venetian Baroque energy and broader European musical expression. Each city visited, each audience reached, each student mentored adds layers to his artistic legacy. Picture the soft shimmer of his music traveling across landscapes, resonating in halls, chambers, and hearts. Let your breath follow this imagined journey. Slow, smooth, gentle. Inhaling presence, exhaling tension, carrying the quiet energy and reflective beauty of his influence into your awareness. The experiences of travel, collaboration, and exposure to diverse musical cultures enrich his compositions, infusing them with vitality, lyricism, and subtle emotional depth. Imagine a final concert. The soft gleam of instruments, the gentle interplay of melody and harmony. The audience fully absorbed in the immersive sound. Let your breathing synchronize, slow, steady, unhurried. Each inhale gathering calm and attentive presence, each exhale releasing tension, leaving your mind and body immersed in serene reflection. Through these journeys, Vivaldi not only spreads his music but also learns from it, absorbing new forms, styles, and nuances, while leaving an indelible mark on the musical landscape. Picture his compositions floating through time, each note a quiet testament to creativity, dedication, and expressive depth. Allow your breath to rise and fall with this imagined legacy, a gentle rhythmic wave of calm, presence, and attentive reflection, carrying you into a serene, immersive understanding of Vivaldi's travels and influence. As Vivaldi moves into the later stages of his life, the rhythm of his days shifts, blending the energy of his earlier travels with the contemplative quiet of reflection. Imagine a soft Venetian morning, sunlight spilling across the calm waters of the canals, the gentle lapping of boats creating a quiet, meditative rhythm. Let your breath rise slowly with this imagined scene, expanding gently as you inhale and exhale softly, releasing tension, allowing a wave of calm to sweep through your mind and body. Even as his health begins to decline, Vivaldi remains dedicated to composition. Picture him at his desk, quill in hand, the soft rustle of manuscript paper under his fingers, each note carefully considered. His hands may move a little slower, but the imagination and emotional depth within his music remain vibrant. Allow your breath to mirror this patient, deliberate motion. Slow, expansive inhalations as creativity flows. Gentle, unhurried exhalations as ideas settle, carrying calm and focus throughout your body. He continues to write concertos, operas, and sacred music, each piece infused with vitality and careful expressiveness. Imagine the quiet resonance of violins, the gentle interplay of harpsichord and strings, the subtle layering of melodic lines, each phrase carrying both clarity and emotion. Let your breathing rise with the imagined melody, exhaling slowly with each resolution, embedding relaxation and attentive presence deep into your awareness. In these years, Vivaldi faces financial difficulties and shifting public tastes. Picture the quiet streets of Venice, the gentle bustle of markets and canals continuing as before, unaware of the composer's inner struggles. Yet he persists, finding solace and purpose in music. Allow your breath to rise gently with the imagined movement of the city. Fall slowly into calm, carrying a sense of steady resilience and quiet focus. His sacred compositions continue to offer moments of meditative reflection. Imagine a soft cathedral interior, sunlight streaming through tall stained glass, dust motes drifting lazily in the still air. Voices and instruments blend in gentle harmony, each note a quiet meditation of devotion and artistry. Let your breathing synchronize with this imagined sound. Slow, smooth inhalations as the music rises, soft exhalations as it resolves, embedding serenity, calm, and reflective presence throughout your mind and body. Even amid these challenges, Vivaldi's music continues to inspire students and fellow musicians. Picture young performers tracing the delicate lines of his concertos, learning to balance technical mastery with emotional expressiveness. Let your breath mirror the steady focus of these imagined students. Long, gentle inhalations gathering presence, soft exhalations releasing tension, each cycle carrying calm, attention, and immersion into the story. His operas, too, retain their vitality and expressiveness. Imagine a quiet rehearsal room, soft light illuminating strings and voices, the energy of performance tempered by careful reflection and skillful control. Allow your breathing to rise gently with the imagined crescendos, fall slowly with the softer passages, each cycle guiding calm, reflective awareness deep into your body and mind. During his later years, Vivaldi also revisits compositions for the Ospedale della Pietà, reflecting on decades of teaching and mentorship. Picture the soft echo of practiced violins, the gentle murmur of students rehearsing, the quiet guidance of their teacher. Let your breath flow with this imagined scene, gentle inhalations expanding presence and focus, slow exhalations releasing distraction and tension, creating a steady rhythm of calm, attentive immersion. He writes with the awareness that time is passing, that his life's work will continue beyond his own experience. Picture a delicate violin line unfolding, each note a whisper of reflection, each chord a soft meditation on the fleeting nature of life and beauty. Let your breathing align with this imagined music, slow, expansive, unhurried, inhaling serenity, exhaling tension, allowing calm and reflective awareness to deepen. Vivaldi's music from these later years often carries a quiet introspection. Even within the energetic rhythms and virtuosic passages, there is an underlying tenderness, a sensitivity to human experience and natural beauty. Imagine a gentle concerto, the strings flowing like calm water, the melody rising and falling with elegance, the harmonies reflecting both joy and melancholy. Let your breath mirror this flow, rising gently with melodic ascent, falling slowly with resolution, each cycle carrying calm, presence, and reflective focus deep into your body. His influence, though not fully recognized in his lifetime, spreads quietly through Europe. Picture manuscripts being studied by musicians, notes interpreted and performed in distant cities, ideas and techniques spreading like soft ripples across a vast pond. Allow your breathing to rise gently with the imagined dissemination of his music. Fall softly as the sound settles, embedding relaxation, focus, and reflective presence throughout your awareness. Vivaldi's concertos, operas, and sacred works form a body of music that is both expansive and intimate, technical and expressive. Picture the gentle balance of rhythm and melody, the delicate interplay of instruments, the thoughtful articulation of each phrase. Let your breath rise and fall with this imagined music, slow, steady, unhurried, each cycle guiding your mind and body into calm, immersive presence, reflecting the enduring vitality of his compositions. Even as his health wanes, he continues to compose with a keen sense of purpose and devotion. Picture a quiet evening, candlelight flickering over manuscript pages, the soft scratch of quill on paper, the gentle resonance of imagined instruments filling the room. Let your breath synchronize with this calm, creative energy. Long, deliberate inhalations, gathering awareness and focus. Slow, soft exhalations, releasing tension and distraction, embedding a sense of serenity and attentive reflection. Vivaldi's legacy, rediscovered centuries later, reminds us of the enduring power of music to transcend time and circumstance. Imagine performers centuries later, interpreting his works with care and sensitivity, the gentle resonance of violins, harpsichords, and voices carrying through modern concert halls. Allow your breath to rise with this imagined continuity. Fall slowly as the sound settles, each cycle guiding calm, attentive presence, and a deep appreciation for the music that endures. Through all the struggles and triumphs of his life, Vivaldi remains a figure of energy, invention, and devotion. His compositions bridge Baroque vitality with intimate emotional expression, each note carrying both technical mastery and tender reflection. Picture a final, imagined performance. Soft light, attentive listeners, the intricate interweaving of instruments, each note flowing with grace and intention. Let your breathing follow the gentle rise and fall of this imagined music. Slow, deep, unhurried, carrying serenity, focus, and immersive calm into your body and mind. Even in quiet reflection, his music offers a gentle meditation, a way to enter stillness while exploring the beauty and complexity of sound. Imagine each phrase as a gentle ripple, each chord a soft echo, carrying calm and presence into the space around you. Allow your breath to rise with the gentle swell of music. Fall softly with each resolution, each cycle embedding relaxation, attentive awareness, and a reflective, immersive connection to Vivaldi's enduring influence. Through these later years, his compositions continue to shape the musical landscape, influencing both contemporaries and future generations. Picture the soft echo of strings, the delicate layering of melody and harmony, the tender expression of musical ideas carried across time and space. Let your breath rise gently with the imagined resonance. Fall softly with the imagined resolution, guiding your mind and body into calm, attentive presence, a state of serene reflection that mirrors the enduring beauty of Vivaldi's music. By the end of his life, Vivaldi's music forms a vast, intricate tapestry. Concertos, operas, sacred works, a reflection of a life dedicated to sound, emotion, and human expression. Picture the delicate interplay of melody, rhythm, and harmony, each phrase a meditation on beauty, each note a reflection of creativity and devotion. Let your breathing rise slowly with each imagined ascent. Fall softly with each gentle resolution, embedding relaxation, presence, and reflective calm throughout your body and mind. Even as he passes, the soft echo of his music continues to ripple through time, inviting listeners to enter the calm, reflective world he created. Imagine a final lingering chord, the resonance fading into gentle silence, leaving warmth and serenity in its wake. Allow your breath to rise and fall with this imagined sound, long, slow, unhurried, carrying calm, presence, and reflective immersion into your awareness, connecting you to the enduring legacy of Vivaldi's life and music. Through his perseverance, creativity, and devotion, Vivaldi demonstrates the power of music to transcend circumstance, time, and challenge. Each composition, whether lively or tender, technical or introspective, offers a gentle meditation, a pathway into calm, reflective presence. Picture the soft shimmer of strings, the subtle interplay of melody and harmony, the quiet beauty of a life devoted to sound. Let your breath rise and fall in tandem with this imagined music. Slow, gentle, unhurried, each cycle carrying relaxation, reflective awareness, and a deep connection to the enduring vitality of Vivaldi's legacy. And so, as our journey through the life and music of Vivaldi comes to a close, let us pause for a moment and settle gently into the quiet resonance of his world. Imagine the canals of Venice bathed in soft golden light, the water reflecting glimmers of colour from the buildings, the distant toll of a bell echoing softly through the morning air. Allow your breath to rise slowly with this imagined scene, expanding gently and exhale softly, letting tension drift away, leaving your mind and body immersed in calm, reflective presence. Antonio Vivaldi was a man of boundless energy, brilliant invention, and deep devotion to music. His life unfolded at the intersection of sound, emotion, and humanity, a dance of brilliance tempered by the quiet realities of struggle, reflection, and perseverance. Picture him at the Ospedale della Pietà, guiding young musicians with a patient hand, the soft timbre of strings filling sunlit halls, the delicate resonance of voices blending seamlessly with the instruments. Let your breathing follow this imagined rhythm, slow, unhurried, steady, rising with each note of inspiration, falling gently with each pause, embedding calm and attentive awareness throughout your body. Even amid the challenges of declining health, shifting tastes, and financial uncertainty, he continued to compose, perform, and teach with an unwavering dedication. Imagine the quiet focus of a late evening, candlelight flickering over manuscript pages, quill moving deliberately across delicate lines of music. Allow your breath to mirror this patience. Long, gentle inhalations as creativity flows, slow exhalations as each thought settles, carrying relaxation and reflection deep into your mind and body. His concertos, operas, and sacred works reveal a remarkable balance between technical mastery and expressive depth. Picture the intricate interplay of violin and strings, the tender layering of harmonies, the subtle shifts of rhythm and melody guiding listeners through both grandeur and intimacy. Let your breath rise gently with each imagined ascent of melody, fall softly as phrases resolve, each cycle carrying a profound sense of calm, presence, and reflective engagement. The Four Seasons, in particular, captures the essence of Vivaldi's imagination and sensitivity. Envision the vivid depiction of nature. Springtime birds trilling softly in the distance, the warm intensity of summer sunlight, the reflective melancholy of autumn leaves, the quiet stillness of winter snow. Allow your breathing to synchronize with these imagined seasonal changes, slow inhalations gathering awareness and calm, soft exhalations releasing tension and distraction, guiding you into immersive presence with every rising and falling wave of music. Vivaldi's operas, though often energetic and dramatic, carry subtle threads of human emotion and intimate expression. Picture a small Venetian theatre, the hushed anticipation of an attentive audience, the delicate timbre of strings and voices intertwining, each phrase a reflection of human experience. Let your breath flow gently with the imagined music, rising with moments of intensity, settling softly during reflective passages, embedding relaxation, focus, and serene awareness throughout your body. Throughout his travels and influence across Europe, Vivaldi remained deeply attentive to the interplay between performer, composer, and audience. Imagine distant cities welcoming his music, young musicians studying his manuscripts, fingers tracing delicate violin lines, bows moving with care and intent. Let your own breath mirror this quiet movement. Slow, steady, gentle. A rhythm of calm, attentive presence, connecting you to the enduring vitality of his musical legacy. Even as the centuries passed, his compositions continue to inspire and resonate. Picture the soft echo of strings and harpsichord in modern concert halls, the attentive silence of listeners drawn into intricate melodies, the delicate rise and fall of musical lines weaving through space and time. Allow your breathing to rise gently with the imagined crescendo, fall slowly with each resolution, embedding serenity, focus, and reflective calm deep into your body and mind. Vivaldi's life reminds us of the transformative power of music, its ability to communicate across generations, to evoke emotions both tender and grand, to offer solace, joy, and reflective stillness. Picture each note as a gentle ripple, each phrase a soft echo across time, carrying calm and presence into the spaces of our own lives. Let your breath rise with the gentle flow of sound, fall softly with each imagined resolution, a steady, hypnotic rhythm guiding you into complete relaxation and attentive immersion. His compositions, at once virtuosic and intimate, energetic and tender, form a tapestry of sound that continues to touch hearts worldwide. Imagine performers drawing life from his manuscripts, audiences leaning into the resonance, each note carrying both technical brilliance and emotional subtlety. Let your breathing mirror this imagined harmony, slow, smooth, unhurried, inhaling calm and presence, exhaling tension and distraction, letting your body and mind become fully attuned to the gentle beauty of his music. Even in quiet reflection, Vivaldi's melodies encourage us to breathe deeply, to allow our minds to settle, to experience the gentle rhythm of life mirrored in music. Picture a single violin line unfolding, delicate and luminous, rising softly, falling gently, carrying light, presence, and calm across the imagined space. Allow your breath to rise and fall in tandem with this imagined phrase, long, soft, unhurried, each cycle embedding serenity, attentive awareness, and reflective calm. His enduring legacy is not only in the notes he wrote, but in the emotional and spiritual resonance they carry. Imagine a listener, eyes closed, leaning back in a quiet room, the subtle interplay of melody, harmony, and rhythm, drawing attention inward, each sound a gentle invitation to presence and serenity. Let your breathing follow this imagined experience, rising slowly with engagement, falling gently with release, each cycle reinforcing calm, immersive awareness and the hypnotic power of music. Through all the chapters of his life, teaching, composing, traveling, performing, Vivaldi remained devoted to the art of music, to the connection it creates, and to the subtle ways it nurtures the soul. Picture his compositions as gentle rivers of sound, flowing across time, carrying energy, emotion, and reflection. Let your breath rise with the imagined flow. Fall slowly with each resolution, each cycle deepening calm presence and meditative reflection. Even in imagining the soft echo of his music today, we can carry his energy and sensitivity within ourselves. Picture a final lingering chord, the resonance fading into gentle silence, leaving warmth, serenity, and reflective calm in its wake. Allow your breath to rise and fall slowly with this imagined sound, long, deep, unhurried. A gentle rhythm carrying relaxation, presence, and the enduring spirit of Vivaldi's artistry. And as the story of Antonio Vivaldi rests for now, imagine letting your thoughts settle like calm water, each inhalation gathering presence and focus, each exhalation releasing tension, carrying you softly into a state of serene reflection. His life, his music, and his enduring melodies remind us that even in energy, invention, and devotion, there is space for quiet, stillness, and attentive presence. In these moments, you can rest with the gentle resonance of his music still echoing softly in your mind. Picture the canals of Venice at dusk, the soft ripple of water, the delicate shimmer of light, the faint, lingering sound of strings. Let your breath rise and fall slowly, each cycle carrying calm, serenity, and reflective immersion. A quiet celebration of a life devoted to music, beauty, and enduring expression. And so, with one last imagined note lingering in the air, one last breath rising and falling, let the music of Vivaldi cradle you gently, carrying you into reflection, calm, and quiet presence, a soft, enduring lullaby of the soul.